Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the English podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. I'm really happy you're here today because this episode is not just about English, it's about something deeper.
Something that can completely change the way you speak, the way you think, and even the way people see you.
That sounds serious already. Now I'm curious.
Good, you should be, because today we are talking about confidence.
Confidence. That one word that everyone wants, but very few people truly feel.
Exactly. But before we start, there is a small request. If you like the podcast, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, let me ask you something honestly. Have you ever known what to say in English, but still didn't say it?
Oh yes, many times. The sentence is ready in your mind, but your mouth just refuses to speak.
Yes, and in that moment, the problem is not English. The problem is confidence.
That's so true. Many learners think, I need more vocabulary, more grammar, but actually, they already know enough to speak.
They just don't trust themselves.
So today, we're not just teaching English, we're helping you unlock your voice.
Exactly. And before we go deeper, just a small request. If this podcast helps you feel more confident in speaking English, make sure you follow the show and share it with one friend who also wants to improve, because confidence grows faster when you learn together.
All right, Emma, let's start with something simple. Why do people feel nervous when speaking English?
There are many reasons, but the biggest one is fear.
Fear of what?
Fear of making mistakes, fear of being judged, fear of sounding not perfect.
Yes, that feeling when you speak and suddenly think, what if this is wrong?
Exactly, and that one thought can stop you completely.
But here's the interesting part. When children learn a language, they make hundreds of mistakes.
Yes, and nobody stops them. Nobody says, "Oh no, your grammar is wrong, don't speak."
Instead, people smile and encourage them.
But when adults learn English, they become too careful, too serious, too afraid.
So confidence is not about knowing everything. It's about being okay with not knowing everything.
That's powerful. Let me say that again. Confidence is not perfection. Confidence is comfort with imperfection.
Let's imagine a situation. You are in a conversation. You want to say something, but you're not 100% sure. What do?
Most people stay silent. They think, I'll speak when I'm perfect.
But that day never comes.
Exactly, because perfection is not the goal. Communication is.
Let's make this real. Imagine you want to say, I didn't understand the last part, but you feel unsure.
Instead of staying silent, you can say, Sorry, I didn't understand. Can you repeat?
Simple, clear, effective.
And guess what? That is confidence.
So confidence is not about big words. It's about simple, clear communication.
Yes, many learners think fluent means speaking fast and using difficult words.
But actually, fluent means speaking comfortably and clearly.
Now, let's talk about something deeper. Why does confidence feel so difficult?
Because confidence is not just language, it's emotion.
Exactly. It's how you feel inside.
Let's say you know 1,000 English words, but if you feel nervous, you will only use 100.
But if you feel confident, even 300 are enough.
So the real goal is not to learn more words, it's to use what you already know.
Yes, use your current English. That's where confidence starts.
Let's do a small exercise. I'll say a situation and you respond naturally. You meet someone new.
Hi, nice to meet you.
You didn't understand something.
Sorry, can you repeat?
You want to continue conversation.
That's interesting. Tell me more.
See? Simple sentences, but powerful.
Confidence grows when you use small sentences again and again.
Now let's talk about a very common mistake. People wait to feel confident before speaking.
But that's backwards. You don't feel confident first. You become confident by speaking.
Yes, confidence is built through action, not waiting.
Let's imagine someone says, I will speak English when I feel confident.
That's like saying, I will swim when I stop being afraid of water.
Exactly. You learn confidence by doing the thing you're afraid of.
Now let's make it practical. How can someone start building confidence today?
Step 1, speak daily, even if it's just 2 minutes.
Step 2, don't translate everything. Try to think simple.
Step 3, accept mistakes. They are part of learning.
Let's build a small daily routine. Morning, say 5 sentences about your day.
Afternoon, describe something you see.
Night, talk about what you did.
You don't need a partner. You can speak alone.
Yes, speak to yourself. It may feel strange at first, but it works.
Now, let's create a real example. I have been practicing English every day.
I feel more comfortable now.
I still make mistakes.
But I keep speaking.
That's confidence. Not perfect, but consistent.
Because understanding is the first step, but real confidence shows up when things don't go as planned.
Yes, and that's exactly what we're going to talk about now. Real-life moments where confidence suddenly disappears.
Let's start with a very common situation. You are speaking English, and suddenly you forget a word. What happens next?
Most learners panic. They stop talking completely. They feel embarrassed.
Yes, and in that moment, the conversation becomes silent and awkward. But here's the truth. Forgetting a word is normal.
Even native speakers forget words sometimes. The difference is they don't stop speaking. They find another way.
Exactly. That's one of the biggest secrets of confidence. You don't stop. You adjust.
Let's imagine you want to say calculator, but you forget the word. What can you do?
You can explain it. It's a small machine. We use it for numbers.
Yes, that's called paraphrasing, and it's a powerful skill.
Because communication is not about perfect words, it's about clear meaning.
Let's practice this. You forget the word dictionary.
I use a book or an app to find word meanings.
Perfect. That's confident speaking.
Now another situation. You say something and someone doesn't understand you. What do you feel?
Most learners feel discouraged. They think, my English is bad, but that's not always true.
Sometimes it's just communication mismatch.
Yes, and confident speakers don't stop there. They try again.
Let's see how. You say, I go yesterday to market. The listener looks confused.
You can stop and say, oh, sorry, I went to the market yesterday.
That small correction shows confidence, not weakness.
Exactly. Confidence is not about being perfect the first time. It's about trying again.
Now, let's talk about something very real. Speaking in front of people.
Yes, this is where many learners feel the most fear. Even if they can speak alone, in front of others, they freeze.
Why does this happen?
Because of overthinking. You start thinking, what will they think about me? What if I make mistakes? What if I sound silly?
And these thoughts block your natural speaking ability.
So, how do we fix this? We change the focus.
Instead of thinking about yourself, focus on the message.
Yes. Ask yourself, what do I want to say? Not, how do I sound?
Let's try a simple speaking situation. You are in a meeting and you want to share an idea.
Instead of trying to be perfect, you can say, I have an idea. It may not be perfect, but I want to share it.
That sentence itself shows confidence.
Yes, because confidence is honesty.
Now, let's talk about another hidden problem, comparing yourself to others.
This is very common. You hear someone speaking fluent English, and suddenly you feel small.
You think, they are so good, I'm not good enough.
But here's the truth. You are not seeing their full journey.
Yes, you are only seeing their result, not their struggle.
Everyone you see today was once a beginner.
So instead of comparing, do this. Compare yourself to your past.
Ask, am I better than last month? Am I speaking more than before?
If the answer is yes, you are growing.
And growth builds confidence.
Now, let's talk about practice, because confidence comes from repetition.
Yes, but not just any practice, smart practice.
Let's break it into simple steps.
Step 1, speak out loud, not just in your mind.
Step 2, keep sentences simple. Don't try to impress.
Step 3, repeat daily. Even 5 minutes is powerful.
Let's create a small practice together.
Say this, I am improving my English.
Now, expand it. I am improving my English every day.
Now, add feeling. I am improving my English every day and I feel more confident.
See how it grows?
This is how you build confidence step by step.
Now let's take a real-life situation. You are at a shop.
You want to ask, how much is this?
Simple sentence, but many learners still feel nervous.
So, start small. Say it slowly.
Then, next time, add more. How much is this? Do you have another color?
That's progress.
Confidence grows through small wins.
Not big jumps.
Now let's talk about mindset, because this is very important.
Yes, your thoughts control your confidence.
If you think, my English is bad, you will feel nervous.
But if you think, I am learning, I am improving, you will feel stronger.
So, change your inner voice.
Be your own supporter, not your critic.
Let's say it together.
I am learning.
I am improving.
I am not afraid of mistakes.
That's the mindset of a confident speaker.
Now, let's build one longer response. Imagine someone asks, how is your English now?
You can say, my English is improving. I've been practicing every day and I feel more comfortable speaking. I still make mistakes, but I'm not afraid anymore. I just keep going.
That sounds real, honest, confident, because confidence is not just a feeling. It's something you build step by step through real actions. Now we're going to bring everything together, not just ideas, but real speaking, real situations, and real confidence.
Let's start with something important. Confidence doesn't appear suddenly. It grows quietly.
Yes, sometimes you don't even notice it at first, but one day you realize you are speaking more, you are thinking less, and you are afraid less.
That's a powerful moment, and it happens when you stop chasing perfection and start taking action.
Let's create a real-life situation. You are meeting someone for the first time. Before, you might stay quiet, but now you decide to speak.
You can say, "Hi, my name is Alex. Nice to meet you."
Simple, but strong.
Then you continue. "Where are you from?"
Now the conversation starts, and that first step is confidence.
Now let's go deeper. The conversation continues.
I'm from Spain. What about you?
I'm from Brazil. How long have you been learning English?
I have been learning for about 1 year. I practice every day.
That's great. Your English sounds good.
Thank you. I'm still learning, but I feel more confident now.
See what happened here? No complex grammar, no difficult words, just natural communication.
And that is the real goal. Not to impress, but to express.
Now, let's take another situation. You are in a group conversation. Many people are speaking, and you feel nervous to join.
This is where confidence is tested.
So what can you do? You don't need a long speech. Just enter with a small sentence.
For example, that's interesting.
Or, I agree with you.
Or even, can I add something?
These small sentences open the door.
Yes, and once you start, it becomes easier.
Now let's talk about mistakes again, because they are always part of the journey.
Imagine you say something wrong and you realize it immediately.
Don't stop. Just correct it.
For example, I went to office yesterday.
That's confidence. You didn't panic, you fixed it, and you continued.
Now let's build a longer speaking example. Imagine someone asks, tell me about your English journey.
You can say, I started learning English a few years ago, but I was always afraid to speak. I knew some words and grammar, but I didn't feel confident. Recently, I have been practicing more, speaking every day, and trying not to worry about mistakes. I have improved a lot, and now I feel more comfortable talking to people. I still have a long way to go, but I'm not afraid anymore.
That is a powerful answer. It's real, it's honest, and it shows growth.
Now let's talk about something very important, your body language.
Yes, confidence is not only in your words, it's also in how you speak.
If you speak very softly, looking down, you will feel less confident.
But if you speak clearly, look up, even simple sentences sound strong.
So small changes matter. Stand straight, breathe slowly, speak clearly.
And don't rush. Confidence is calm.
Now let's talk about daily habits, because confidence is built daily.
Let's create a simple routine.
Morning, say 5 sentences about your day.
Afternoon, describe something around you.
Evening, talk about what you did.
Night, say one thing you learned.
This small routine builds a strong habit.
And habits create confidence.
Now let's imagine a transformation.
Day 1, you are nervous. You speak very little.
Day 10, you try more. You still make mistakes, but you continue.
Day 30, you speak longer. You think less.
Day 60, you feel comfortable. You enjoy speaking.
That is growth. That is confidence.
Now let's do one final practice together.
Repeat after us. I am not afraid to speak.
I am learning every day.
I am improving step by step.
I am improving step by step.
My mistakes help me grow.
My mistakes help me grow.
I can speak English with confidence.
I can speak English with confidence.
Say it again and believe it.
Because confidence starts in your mind and grows through your actions.
Before we finish, let's quickly remember everything.
Confidence is not perfection.
Confidence is action.
Confidence grows with practice.
And mistakes are part of the journey.
Now it's your turn.
Start small. Speak today.
Don't wait. Don't overthink. Just begin.
And remember, every sentence you speak makes you stronger.
Before we go, we have a small question for you.
What is one situation where you feel nervous speaking English?
And what is one step you will take today to become more confident?
Write your answers in the comments. We love reading your progress.
And if this episode helped you, don't forget to follow the podcast and share it with a friend who wants to speak English confidently.
Keep practicing, keep growing.
And most importantly, keep speaking.
We'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Bye, everyone.